Hello, everyone, dear viewers of the channel. I am Halyna, the guardian of secrets, a researcher of mystical phenomena, and here with me is Vadym, a historian interested in folk culture. Today, Vadym, we're delving into a topic that touches the very core of Ukrainian identity and our connection to those who have passed on, the sacred rite of funeral food. Specifically, the powerful symbolism and mystical meaning behind memorial dishes like Kutya and kolivo. For me, these aren't just meals, they are bridges between worlds.
Bridges, or perhaps elaborate psychological coping mechanisms, Halyna. While I appreciate the cultural depth of these traditions, as a historian, I'm always looking for the practical, the logical, or the socioeconomic reasons behind such practices. Why food specifically? And why these particular dishes? Is it truly about communicating with the dead, or about the living processing grief in a communal, symbolic way?
Oh, Vadym, you always jump to the rational first. But imagine our ancestors, deeply intertwined with nature, living cycles of life and death as part of the harvest. Kutya, for instance, with its core ingredient of wheat, represents rebirth, the cycle of life. Wheat, a grain that dies in the ground only to sprout new life, is potent symbolism for the soul's journey. And the honey, the poppy seeds, the nuts, each ingredient carries layers of meaning. Honey for sweetness, a taste of paradise. Poppy seeds for peace and remembrance. These are not just ingredients, they are prayers made edible.
I agree that the symbolism is rich, and certainly agricultural societies would naturally draw parallels between their crops and human existence. The offering of food to deities or ancestors is an ancient, almost universal practice across cultures, often seen as a way to sustain the deceased in their journey or to appease their spirits. From a historical perspective, these dishes also served a very practical purpose, providing nourishment during periods of mourning, fostering community support, and creating a shared ritual that helped to formalize grief and remembrance. It solidifies social bonds during a vulnerable time.
But it goes beyond just community support. There are specific beliefs tied to these dishes. For example, the custom of leaving a spoonful of kutya on the table overnight for the deceased to partake, or the belief that the departed spirit visits the home and is sustained by the essence of the food. Have you heard the old tale that if a tiny bit of the kutya mysteriously disappears by morning, it's a sign that the ancestor's spirit has indeed visited and received nourishment for their journey? It sends shivers down my spine just thinking about it. For me, that's not just a story. It's an acknowledgement of a spiritual presence.
That's a beautiful story, Halyna, and certainly it serves a profound psychological function for those grieving. In times when understanding of life and death was far more limited than today, such narratives provided comfort and a sense of continued connection. The mysterious disappearance of food could be attributed to anything from a draft to a small creature, or simply the power of suggestion and collective belief. These rituals gave people agency over their grief. They could actively do something for their loved ones, even after death. It's an ancient form of grief counseling, if you will, wrapped in spiritual tradition.
Yet, the power of these rituals endures, even for those who might not explicitly believe in spirits visiting. When a family gathers to prepare kutya, to share it, there's an unspoken connection, a tangible link to generations past. It's a moment where time seems to fold, and the essence of our ancestors feels closer. Losing these traditions, Vadym, means losing a part of our collective soul, a thread in the rich tapestry of Ukrainian identity. It's about remembering, honoring, and carrying forward that energy.
And I concur with the importance of preserving these traditions, Halyna, albeit perhaps for different reasons. For me, they are invaluable cultural artifacts. They tell us about the worldview of our ancestors, their fears, hopes, and their methods of coping with the inevitable. They show how complex belief systems evolved. The continued practice, even if the explicit magical belief wanes, maintains a connection to heritage, strengthens cultural identity, and offers a meaningful way to commemorate. It's the evolution of a rite from a deeply mystical belief to a powerful symbol of cultural continuity and remembrance.
So, in a way, we agree. Whether it's the spirit literally partaking or the living finding solace and connection, the ritual food serves a vital role. It bridges the gap between the visible and the invisible, the past and the present. It's about more than just food. It's about love, memory, and the enduring power of family bonds.
Precisely. It's both a magical belief system from antiquity and a deeply ingrained cultural symbol that continues to offer meaning today. The genius lies in its dual nature.
Well, our time is drawing to a close for today. We hope this exploration into the mystical meaning of Ukrainian funeral foods has given you a fresh perspective. Before you go, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Do you have similar traditions in your family or culture? Please share your experiences and insights in the comments below. We read every one of them.
And if you've enjoyed this discussion, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss our next dive into Ukrainian mystical stories. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.